Welcome back, family, to another episode of the Mindset Reset. As you can see, we're just going to stick with that for right now. It's just so good, even though we've made our pivot, is good. For all of you all who are new to the channel, we want to give it up for you. We want to clap it up for you. I see the movement. I see the subs, the subscribing coming back, you all. And of course, we don't take that lightly that you spend time with us. I want to put this out here right now, y'all. The information that we are learning in the Proctor Gallagher Institute, it is mind-blowing, you all, but it is next level. I'm not saying that just because I'm here with you all. I told you I wanted to bring you along on the journey. I'm into my third module. I'm gonna be starting the fourth module tonight out of 12. And when I tell you that it's connecting the dots, it's lining things up. It's doing that like never before. So today I want to share with you a little message, you all. I got some materials I'm going to be reading from, but it's called persistence, guys. The power of persistence. And before I get right into it, you all stick around because I'm going to leave a flyer toward the end of the reel of the video, and then I'll leave the link down below. But we're launching our first event. It's a paradigm shift event. Bob and Sandy Gallagher are going to be teaching it through us, and then we're going to facilitate some things afterwards. It's totally free. And so just stick around to the end. I'll say more about that. So here's the thing, you all. The 8th step to riches. And once again, I use this book all the time. Bob and them uses this book all the time, you all. You see my book tearing up and everything, but the reality is they're connecting dots, but some of the information over in the program is also in the book. So I just decided to give you all what's free here and go from the book. So according to Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich, you all, persistence is that 8th step toward riches. And he says, and I quote you all, persistence is an essential factor in the procedure of transmuting desire into its monetary equivalence. So the basis of persistence is the power of will. Now, basically what that means, what I found that mean while I'm still reading and learning over here is that this, you all, persistence is something that you can't be born with. It doesn't matter how much money you have. It has to do with that gut feeling. It has to do with a want. You got to want something so bad, just like right here, the willpower and desire, when properly combined, make an irresistible pair. So sometimes, or I'm learning that when you have a strong want and a strong desire, facts don't even matter when you're dealing with this type of information, you all, because to be persistent in something means, you know what? I'm not giving up no matter what happens. Imagine we used to talk about the story about the conquistadors when they sailed and got to a certain particular land, they burned the ships behind them because they didn't have a plan B. When it comes to persistence, you all, I look at it this way because I had to do it. Remember, I was doing these things and didn't know what I was doing. I was an unconscious competent. But the reality is this: when you want something so bad and the want is there, it's that gut feeling, it's that intuition that you know you have to have it, you know it's going to connect the dots. That's how I felt about the program. That's why it didn't matter how much it cost. I did not care. The only thing that I want, that I know I really want, is to acquire that information so I can offer it to our clients and our team, so at a better price point, obviously. But I really like to see people's lives change. Once again, you all, that is my calling. That is, all of this to me is ministry, okay? I just don't say it a lot because you know how, I get clients that don't necessarily believe what I believe, but that don't mean we can't work together, okay? But this is my calling, to be a servant, to be one who help people. That's what I do, okay? So this lesson right here, I wanted to share this. I'm passionate about sharing this with you all because the will and the desire, you all, will help your persistence. But for some of you all, the persistence piece, this just right here, y'all, this lesson right here, or this video right here is enough to allow you, to show you as a sign that, you know what, it's time to punch through. It's time to get going. It's time to, you've been contemplating it, going back to school, writing the book, starting the business, leaving your job and starting your own company, working for yourself. It's time. But in order for it to work, in order for it to win, you got to stay persistent. You got to wake up in the morning, go to bed thinking about that thing. Make sure that you're providing a good solution and a result for other people's problems, you all. I promise you, if you do that, man, you stay persistent at that every day. Let me tell you what a mentor told me one time, y'all. This was before PG, Proctor Gallagher. Mentor told me, you know what, Favors? If you learn something every day, if you spend a little time learning something new every day, within 2 to 3 years, you'll be an expert, because look at how much time and knowledge you would have acquired in that particular subject. And I believe it. Y'all, I study every day. It's not a day that I don't pick up a book and read something. I tell my family, wife, son, if those close to me, make it your habit to learn something new every day. Learn something you didn't know, be it Google, YouTube, shout out, whatever. Just learn something new in your industry. That's what persistence is all about. If you want to get to the level of mastery, you want to be compensated, the law of compensation kicks in. You want to be compensated, then you must be persistent at doing things that you love to do. And that takes some willpower. That means you got to, build up that muscle, have faith and believe in what you're doing. Because if you don't, nobody else will. Okay, so here's the thing, guys. I'm getting ready to put up a flyer right here for you all. And what I want you to understand is we're doing our first event, and it's going to be on a Monday evening. But the date is on the flyer. You should be seeing it right now. And this is going to be facilitated by my wife and I, you all. So block aside on this particular Monday, whatever that date is, about an hour and a half. It's maybe 60 to 90 minutes, guys. And I'm telling you, this is going to start the process, okay? Nothing that you do, if you want to be successful at it, you have to be willing to do it over and over and over again. That's the process of repetition. That's what persistence is all about. That's when you need your willpower. Now, here's the thing. We're going to be doing this video in our private Facebook group. I'm going to leave the link down below. And once we see that, then you all will be able to book some strategy calls to learn more about this program called Thinking into Results. Y'all, let me tell you something. This thing is off the chain. I'm telling you. And it doesn't matter what you're in. So we started this by wanting to help people get the psychology and philosophy behind investing. You got to develop a relationship with money. You got to change your paradigm, shift that paradigm as it relates to wealth creation. But as we're getting into it, y'all, it's people in here who goals they want to lose weight. It's people whose goals that they want to scale up in their company. They want to develop better teams, y'all. This information can be applied to literally anything in your life. So anyway, I'm going to leave that right there, you all. The links will be below. And as always, y'all, hey, listen, thank you all for rocking out with your boy. I'm Doc Favors, you all. I'm the host with the most. And as always, let's be positive on purpose and not by accident. And we'll see you next time. Peace.